Part of what's happened over the years is that people think of the festival as just kind of a big town-wide party, which it is. This is a good thing, but we feel like the conservation emphasis has been lost. And so this community and conservation match campaign is trying to raise that awareness among our guests, our visitors, our exhibitors, that conservation is at the heart of what we do. The projects we chose also have to have a community impact for the people in the community, for waterfowl in our region. We're not going really broad. Like that's not what is at the heart of both of our organizations. And what we're hoping to do is do this fundraising campaign through festival weekend, help raise awareness for the conservation grants for these local community projects, and then we will provide all the funds that come through the festival directly to the small conservation grant fund.
Okay, so for this funding program, we're really focusing on three categories. We're focusing on education. How do we support education initiatives that'll bring up the next generation of conservationists? The second is science. How do we support local institutions that are doing great science that can support waterfowl habitat? So Washington College, Del Tech, Del State, University of Maryland, Horn Point, and the third piece is restoration that includes an engagement and community component. For education, we're doing Midshore Riverkeepers Students for Streams program, and we're funding the program that's going to get all Dorchester County ninth graders outside and into wetlands. So they have a little more understanding, and it apparently may be the only field trip they get all year that takes them out of the school and really supports meaningful watershed experiences. The second one, science. We got an interesting application for some research called using native zooplankton for biological mosquito control. And it is a mouthful, but essentially right now to control mosquitoes on wetlands we use pesticides. It's the short version. And these pesticides affect all the microscopic organisms that waterfowl eat. There are also mosquitoes that target specific species of waterfowl here. So the mosquitoes themselves are an issue, the pesticides are an issue, and who on the Eastern Shore likes mosquitoes? So there is a human component there. So this research will look into using little zooplankton that will actually eat mosquito larvae and help to reduce the mosquito population, thereby reducing avian spreaders of disease, spreaders of avian disease. And it will also potentially help guide us in using fewer pesticides on the wetland habitats that waterfowl use. And then the third one actually is, it's kind of a mouthful as well, but Delaware Wildlands is a conservation organization over in Delaware, and they used to do a lot of wood duck box monitoring, and they haven't done it for several years, but they have a great new staff that are reinvigorating this program. So what they're going to do is during an event they have over in Delaware, they're going to engage the community, engage families in actually building wood duck boxes, but a lot of these families don't really even get what a wood duck box is or how it's used. So not only will they be engaged in the building, they're then going to follow up and they're going to go out in the field with experts, they're going to help place the wood duck boxes, and they're going to help manage and monitor them. So it's really conservation from soup to nuts. But really, if every festival visitor gave $1, we'd be all set for these three funds for this year.